What is up, Aquarius? Welcome to your general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, don't force it to fit. And we are going to be looking into your energy, the energy around you, whether it be people or situations, and advice from spirit on what action to take or what direction to move into. Okay, Aquarius? Let's see what we got for you. Wearing a little bit of bum clothing today, so excuse me. Your energy, woman holding a heart, 44. Which is Leo in the heart chakra. Community, an angel of love. Interesting, Aquarius. Ah, I love this. I love this so much. It's like you're starting to attract relationships that are actually meant to be part of your path. You're getting rid of things that are not authentic. You're getting rid of things and people, situations, beliefs, attachments that just no longer resonate with you. And that is very healthy. I like that. Let's look into your energy. I'm curious to see community, because with the energy around you being community, this tells me that you're going to be releasing relationships. It's like the Three of Cups in reverse, getting rid of friends, families, dynamics that just aren't at the same frequency or in the same space as you anymore. So you could be outgrowing people or feeling like this is uncomfortable for me. I used to feel really close to this person, and now all of a sudden I feel like I can't talk to them, or anything I say is triggering, or vice versa. It's just because you're moving in different directions, and that's okay. So let's see, Aquarius, what we got going on for you. Let's look at a woman holding a heart. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, so there's a part of you that may not want to acknowledge or is just like in the midst of starting to see what relationships you're not really wanting to invest in anymore. With the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like you might be hanging on to certain people or situations, yeah, out of attachment, codependency, right? Wanting to feel like you're showing up for people, you're not abandoning anybody, you're not rejecting anybody, but you are abandoning yourself by not walking away from the things that you feel you should walk away from. You're abandoning yourself, your own integrity, your own intuitive nudge that is telling you this is no longer meant for me, but there's an unspoken expectation that I should stay. No, don't betray yourself for the sake of another. Don't do it, my dear. Let's get some clarifiers on this. Let's look into your Empress energy. I want to see what's going on here. And don't forget to check out Patreon. It's listed down below in the description box. I post weekly love readings for every zodiac sign on my Patreon. So yeah, if you want to know your person's thoughts, feelings, the action they'll take toward you, go ahead, check that out. Empress, the Lovers. Yeah, listen, I've been saying this in so many readings this week. Just because we love somebody does not mean that they're meant to stick around forever. I could love you, but also acknowledge it like our time has come. I could love you and I could have love for you for the rest of my life. But it doesn't mean that we're meant to be two peas in a pod that maybe we were at one point, right? You're not still friends with your person from frickin' preschool. Insert the person in the comments that says, actually, I am, right? There's going to be somebody. But I'm just saying, like, majority of people aren't, and that's okay. There's a season, a reason, and a purpose. And that one person, you lucky duck. You have the World in reverse. You're going to go through this cycle again of kind of the cycle of realizing what is authentic to you. And authentic doesn't mean that the other people are not authentic, but it's, am I choosing things that are matching my authenticity, that are in alignment with my authenticity? Or am I choosing things and people and situations that I think match me, aka that are familiar, that I've been put into, right? Programmed to believe is what I identify as. And that's when we trigger beautiful, the Hermit Virgo energy, deep introspection. You have Virgo, Gemini, Saturn, Capricorn, Venus, Taurus, Libra out on the board already. I like that your relationships are making you really think about yourself. This is also a time where you could really be applauding the amount of work you've done on yourself and how far you've come in your life by recognizing, like, gosh, I really love these people, but it's just my time to like take some space from them. They're just not serving me anymore, and that's okay. Both this and that could be true. Leo, bottom of the deck with the Strength card, tells me that relationships at this time might be things, might bring up things that are triggering to you or things that create a misuse of power. Okay. Let's look at community. The Star. Oh, that's a long time coming. Yeah, this change has been in the wind, I guess we should say, for a while now. Yeah. I like this for you though. I feel like somebody who, it's almost like I've been trying to make this work with them. I've been trying to make this work with them. And like, I know that if I just did this, or if I just, you could change all you freaking want, but there's something within this person that is not changing with you, right? It's just not, no. One half of the pie is baked. The other one ain't even close to being done. Okay. Yeah. Nope. I don't like it. I just don't like it. There's this, it feels like entitlement, honestly. It's almost like an energy, and the star is your energy. I feel like this person expects you to be there. They expect you to be reliable. And if you were to walk away, oh my God, this is like, I just greatly dislike dynamics like this. Like, oh, you have this unspoken expectation, aka a premeditated resentment that I should always be here for you, regardless of the lack of reciprocity in this relationship? What? Does that sound healthy? The answer is no, it's not. It's not healthy at all. It's just not healthy. You know, when people get so accustomed to us being in their lives that they just are like, oh, they're not going anywhere, and they take it for granted. I'm not saying that they're consciously taking it for granted, but it's become something that is so unspoken in how you show up, right? You've set this unspoken expectation of, oh, I'll always be there for you. And now you're getting to a place of like, wait, why did I make them believe that I'd always be there when I'm not really happy with how this relationship is going? Yep, you're out. You're like, deuces, and you're not even going to talk about it. Because I feel like you have tried to talk about it to this person, and they're just like, yeah, you'll get over it, and just sweep it under the rug. You'll get over it. No, you're out. You're done. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. I love this for the Zodiacs. Everybody's kicking people that just no longer serve them to the curb. And it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be friends. This could be coworkers. It could be a boss. It could be a job. It could be your parents. It could be a sibling. It could be a dynamic. Like, this is my boundary. You can either step up and start communicating, or you can stop poking at that thing that I've said I don't like you poking at, right? Joking wise. Or you can just expect me not to entertain this relationship anymore because you're clearly crossing a boundary. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, you're letting it go. 4 of Pentacles in reverse tells me you're surrendering the relationship because it's not worth your peace. And you're realizing now that putting a value on your peace is you putting a value on yourself, right? How much do you value your peace? How much do you value this regulated nervous system, right? Because when your nervous system is regulated, your mind, your emotions, your physical self, your energetic, right? So your circulatory, lymphatic, and nervous system are all calm. And then your energy, right? When you step into a room, the vibe you bring to a room, it's going to be calmer. It's going to be, wow, that's someone I want to be around. Look at what they come into a room bringing. Versus someone who might have a misuse of power and they walk in thinking they're confident, but actually they walk in and they feel like absolute freaking chaos. And you're like, what's going on with homie over there in the corner? What are they angry about? Right? A lot of distortion you're walking away from, which is really nice. Let's look at the Angel of Love. Okay. Your dream space is really going to start to get very vivid. I like this for you. Okay. I feel like some of you, if you have mediumship, this is going to start to improve. Also for some of you, this feels like old relationships, not toxic ones, but old relationships that maybe like fizzled out. And at one point they could have been toxic, but right now the form that this reuniting doesn't have to be from this life. This could be someone that you just out the gate feel like it's a past life relationship. If you've known them in this life before, you both have gone through a lot of healing and it's coming back together because your paths are now coming back together. It's time for you to continue a journey that you started a long time ago. This makes a lot of sense though, because our North Node and South Node just changed to Aries and Libra. Aries is the sign of self, Libra is the sign of partnerships. The next year and a half is going to be focusing on relationships. So it's also Libra, being the South Node, is karma, but Libra itself as a sign represents karma. So we are releasing old karmic contracts, this fuckery, right? And we're welcoming in very healthy relationships. Okay, so we're welcoming in, or new karmic relationships, I should say. And karma's not bad, it just is. Karma is just a lesson. It is something that we are experiencing that helps us evolve on a soul level. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Then we have the Knight of okay, so why is there okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hesitance. I actually was just talking about this in a personal reading I was doing with somebody right before I recorded this. So as we start to move into these new relationships, right? When you read tarot, every suit is present in every lesson, right? So in regards to the lesson of relationships, how to show up in a relationship for yourself and for other, is the pentacles, the swords, the wands, and the cups. It's all of them. You have to integrate it on the mental swords, the material pentacles, the emotional cups, and on the soul level or sexual creative level, wands, right? So they all represent a different body. And so what this is, this person's going to come in with a very stable energy, a very stable, reliable offer. But as a knight, there might be something that feels like it hasn't really solidified yet, because knights are travelers. So you're like, ooh, should I just entertain this? Now with the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, it tells me that the part of you is a little hesitant to fully commit to this, because what if it is a 10 of Pentacles, or what if I think it's a 10 of Pentacles and it doesn't really play out that way? That's the purpose of it. It's meant to resurface these feelings of hesitance so you can address them and learn to lean into the faith more of knowing that the past is not going to repeat itself. And the more that you perpetuate the thought that it is, you're basically creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, because you're telling the universe that that's what I'm expecting, that's what's familiar, and that's what I'm going to call in. The purpose of this relationship is challenging you to open your heart space on a new level, right? And that's why when I do my coaching, I call it kind of getting to the bottom of the bucket, right? We scrape the surface for so long because we'll go through lessons over and over, go through so many relationships, and each one we learn more about ourselves. That's the purpose of relationships. And now we get that really to the core relationship that shakes us, right? And lets us see, okay, well, this is the real fear. This was the root of it all. And we release it, which is why the overall energy is the 3 of Swords followed by the 2 of Cups, right? So there's old imbalances or old connotations with relationships that are creating this binding connection to a sensation of pain or betrayal, heartache, right? And on a soul level, you're prepared to release it, which is why this new karmic relationship is coming in, okay? So let's take a look at your Knight of Pentacles. If you'd like to look deeper into their energy, go ahead, check out Patreon, like I said before. Because we'll look at your desires, your persons, the situation, the obstacle, all the goodies. Yeah, Strength in reverse. Oh, I love this. They're going to be very, very intuitive. They're going to be very intuitive, and they're really going to help you see the parts of yourself that might be insecure or might feel small, or like you make yourself small. So let's say that you have a tendency of like having a really big personality, but you actually like are really quiet and secluded, or maybe observant, and you're not so forthright with it. They're going to allow you to step back into that confidence and like play big again. Like, I'm not going to make myself small. This is who I am. I like who I am, and I'm going to show up as who I am. And regardless of what people have said or done to me or in my energy field, I get to dictate how I show up. I get to dictate who I am. They're really going to help you step back into your personal power because they're in their personal power. I like this. Very nice. Okay, let's look at the, you're going to see the kind of like the hypercritical energy with the 5 of Swords. It's my inner critic. It's also about healing past betrayals. But I think this is you becoming more aware of your criticism you have about relationships. So like I said earlier, expectations are premeditated resentment. Okay? So unless you are flat out expressing your expectations to somebody, don't expect them to know it, because if they are not meeting it, you are most likely going to become resentful. We don't want that, right? It's going to really ask you to be vulnerable. Yeah. Because they come in and there's a part of you that's like, it's kind of like a hard to get, but you're not playing hard to get. It's just kind of like, I want you, but I don't want you to know that I want you, because I'm still trying to really make sure that I do want you. So keep making offers, because I like being pursued and feeling wanted. But do I want you, or do I just want to be wanted? And it's going to be a time for you to really work on that part of you, because wanting to be wanted is an abandonment wound, right? And so it's showing up for yourself, stepping into your personal power. And this person's going to push all those buttons, not in a bad or toxic way, in a very supportive, very loving way. But when you feel those emotions, they're within you. They're not because of this relationship. This relationship is just kind of guiding you through the healing. I do think it's going to last the test of time. I do think it's going to be, the sun, very positive, very loving, very supportive. It's going to lead you to a sense of enlightenment. I really love this for you, Aquarius. It's a very calm energy too. I just feel that, you know those relationships? Maybe you don't. Maybe it's your first healthy relationship. But you know, like when you have your first healthy relationship after a toxic one, it could be really uncomfortable. And it could be these relationships where I like them, nothing's wrong, they're respectful, but something's off. You want to know what's off? It's because they like you, they're honest, they're upfront, and they're respectful, and a part of you struggles to receive it or feel comfortable receiving it because you're used to toxicity, you're used to chasing it. And you don't have to chase it, because love is not meant to be chased, it's meant to be exchanged, right? willingly, by choice, not by obligation. The Temple path, you have the Tower and the King of Wands here. They know their worth in such a way that is like intoxicating, but also, what's the word? Oh my God, it's literally on the tip of my, it's like, you can't help but mimic it. What is the word? Somebody's gonna say in the comments. I'm gonna be like, that's the word I was looking for. It's like literally in my head, and as soon as I go to say it, whoop, it's gone. Yeah. It just has this trickle effect. Like you feel their power and then you want to embody that same power. It's very, yeah, you know the word. You know it. Somebody's gonna put it down there and I'll be like, freaking hey, that's the word I've been looking for. Six of Swords. I love this for you. I'm excited for you. This is very healthy. It's very healthy. It's very good. Let's look at this King of Wands a little okay. They're very, okay, I'm not gonna lie. They're definitely the kind to call you on your shit. They're gonna call you on your shit. They're very aware. And if you try to kind of like gaslight in any way, so you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're gonna see when you're doing things to sabotage the opportunity for this relationship to really thrive. They're gonna be like, no, we ain't playing that game. The truth of it is, there's an insecurity there. Let's talk about your insecurity. It doesn't have to do with XYZ. Let's get back to the root of it. They're really gonna bring you back home. They're just gonna nip it in the butt, and it's really gonna help you feel safe talking to them. They're not gonna do it in a way that is like belittling or degrading. It's gonna be very just matter of fact, like, hey, I hear you. I feel like this has to do with something a little deeper. Can we explore that together? Let me get to know you more. Let me understand what this is really rooted in. This is new territory, right? And it's going to be very healthy. I just love that word. I love it. I love it. Healthy. We like healthy. Yeah, Hangman. You're going to have to surrender. The tendency to have things your way, Aquarius, right? Walking to the beat of your own drum is something you're going to have to kick out the damn door. It's just not... You gotta learn to, you can have your freedom and they can have your freedom, but you could also learn to follow instead of lead. You're gonna learn the dance of that reciprocity, like sometimes being in your feminine, receptive, sometimes being in your masculine, progressive, sometimes being both, back and forth, all day, every day, in partnership, and that's okay. This is going to be a very, very beautiful new beginning for you, especially with the Queen of Swords and the Empress. A lot of feminine energy. So yes, Aquarius, if you have a tendency to want to lead, you're going to be a student. You're going to learn that it is safe to be gentle. It is safe to be gentle. It is safe to be receptive. It is safe to let people see you. It is safe to be heard in all that you are. And it is safe to know that you are worthy. And you are more than enough. You're not too much. You are perfect exactly as you are. Because those who say that we're too much usually are struggling to accept the amount of space we take up, because they struggle to take up that amount of space, and that's okay. Let them be in their space that they want to be. That's fine. But you are not too much, and this person knows that. But this is what I have for you, Aquarius. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow. Tells YouTube that people are watching my content, and in turn shares it with a wider audience. If you'd like a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below through my website in the description box. And I also am a master Reiki practitioner, energy healer, and shaman. So I do a 4 and 6 month long mentorship program. If you are interested in becoming a certified Reiki practitioner, I teach the foundational Reiki of Usui Reiki, which is what Karuna and Holy Fire Reiki are built upon. I'm also a Holy Fire Reiki practitioner. So just be mindful of that information. If you are interested in taking Reiki classes with me, I have in-person classes in September, as well as single day crash courses that are 3 hours long each that I can do over Zoom or in person. So regardless of where you're located, we can work together, and I'd love to be part of your path, love to be part of your journey, and I hope to see you again soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.